Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub. I'm full of water. I say hot tub. Hot. Say hot tub. Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Say hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Should I get in the hot tub?
Get in.
Will it make me sweat?
Yeah.
Should I get in the hot tub?
Yeah.
Will it make me wet?
Yeah. Well, good morning and welcome to 104.3 ESPN North. Where have you been the last 3 or 4 days? I haven't seen you.
Oh, man, just partying everywhere.
Did you take a trip? I haven't been to the studio.
We saw your picture of you and Elvis.
Oh, my God.
We were all jealous.
People, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, Chad.
He's still
People
alive.
still love Elvis. Went to a show. These were, now I'm old. They were people there older than me, women, and they were dancing, clapping, going crazy over Elvis. They love him.
Where were you that there was people, where there was space where you could dance? Was you go
They
to
just
a
sit there.
club?
They just stood. No. They just stood up in their chairs in the studio. But they, whatever it was. But we had a great time. We were at Petronas Elementary. Give me a hand. Petronas Elementary. Great job. They. Now, I don't know how they, awards. You get a first place trophy. They do something called Superior, and something else. Anyway, they got a huge trophy. So Petronas. Great job by their coach, their girls. Leighton Bell Hale's there singing. So they did a great job. The award ceremony was at Dollywood. The competition was in a church in Pigeon Forge. And a lot of people there, charter buses everywhere, Chad, from all over the country, Virginia, Florida, Pennsylvania, you name it, they're from all over the country. A lot of people there. Looked like the park was packed out with all these people that were competing. But for Petronas to get that Superior and to win the elementary singing was incredible. Great job again by their coaches over there, the administrator, the great principal. She was there, and anyway, we had a wonderful time. 4 days up in the mountains, and the weather. The weather was nice. It was not cool at all. I was, we went up to the top of the mountain. It was 53 degrees. I had shorts and a T-shirt on.
Felt good.
That's how smart I was. But
Yeah, good air conditioning.
yeah, when you get back down, you got back down on the ground, it was a lot better. But we had a wonderful time. And again, Petronas, all those kids and they got a big choir. They did a great job. Speaking of great jobs, this guy, I don't know if anybody can do better. There's maybe one other, but he's got to be ranked up there, one of the best. South Walton's baseball team is incredible. And everybody says the secret is the coach. If you don't have the guy pulling the trigger, you can't hit the target, no matter how big the gun is, how big your bullets are.
Leadership.
Yeah, you got to be able to pull the trigger, and we got him, the best trigger puller around. Nick, how you doing this morning?
Hey, Coach, we're doing good. We're on the way to school. I got Kendall and Clayton in the truck with me, but we had a good weekend. How about y'all?
Oh, it was great. Tell us, all right, give us a rundown. Tell us what happened. Tell us what's next up.
Right, Monday night, Tuesday night, we played Bay High School. Coach had a great season. A lot of respect to Coach Hudson and what they've done. Monday night, Charlie Wilcox went 5 innings, threw a no-hitter. He was dominant. He's pitching very well. He's getting the ball tonight as well. But he shut him out. We wound up, it was close early. The pitcher for Bay High, I think his name's Scott, he did a great job keeping us off balance for a few innings. But we blew it open when we got in the bullpen and won 10-0. We came back Tuesday night and started Denton Lord. Denton 6'7", throwing low to mid-90s, and Denton just filled up the strike zone.
Wow.
He did an outstanding job. He was perfect through 5, and at this point in the season, I knew Denton could finish the game, but I wanted to get another pitcher or two in there to get some innings so they could be ready down the stretch. But Denton and Coleman, Borthwick, combined for a perfect game through 6. We run ruled Bay on Tuesday night as well. The Brooks kid pitched very well, very competitive. Early, kept us off balance. I don't think we scored till the 4th, but when we did, we opened it up. I think we scored 5. runs in the fourth, and had 2 big triples by Braxton Barnes. He really led us on offense. But we very happy with that first round victory, but that's over. Getting ready for round 2 tonight, the regional semifinals. We're facing West Nassau over from the Jacksonville area. The West Nassau is making the trip. We're going to play, Monday night and Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Like to invite everybody out. We should have a big crowd. Big game for us tonight.
7 o'clock, right?
That's right. At the Hawks Nest. Our crowd came out in force last week, and we expect the same tonight. We had a lot of home field advantage there. We had a big crowd, big student section. That takes time to build and develop, and I just want to give a shout-out to my right field rowdies who bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to the game. So I'm excited to host them again tonight. And, we got to pitch it well, got to find a way to manufacture good pitching, good defense, and timely hitting. What we're hoping to get tonight.
Now, I'm not going to jinx you, but we got to take care of business the next 2 nights. But if you get through these 2, do you go to Fort Myers then, or you still got another round to go?
We'll have another round next week, which again we would host game 1 and 2. So this new series format really benefits your home field advantage if you can get, especially for us, So I know we're hoping to take care of business tonight, like you said, and then follow it up. But we're prepared. We're ready. Our guys are hungry. They've had a lot of success so far, but each series is a new season, and that's the way we treat it. We got depth, but we got to execute at the same time tonight. So they're ready. I'm confident in my guys. They got the right look on their face. They had a prom Saturday night. We got through that unscathed. The bounce back. Some of the guys were some of the guys were up getting some work in yesterday. It's tough playing on a Monday. I'm not a big Monday game fan, so some of those guys get out and get some swings in. But I'm just proud of our program, proud of the guys, excited about the postseason. We're ready to play.
Do you know anything about this team? Have you got much scouting on them? Give us a little scouting report if you have one.
I want to give a shout-out to Coach Daniel Ballard. He does a great job with our scouting reports and breakdown. He scours videos and communicates. He's got a great network. But he's done a good breakdown on them. Not a lot of video out there, but we do have they got a big right-hander going tonight that's going to throw upper 80s with good slider. And we got to weather the storm there and try to get his pitch count up and find a way to manufacture early. They have 3 or 4 decent hitters, a couple speedy guys at the top, a couple guys in the middle that can hurt you. But, if we go right at them and don't give them a bunch of free bases, I really like us holding them at bay, and then we just got to find a way to get to their guy. He's good. He's good, but he's thrown a lot of innings, and that's what I think. That's another thing about this playoff format that we're at game 29 already, and we've won 26 of them. So it's actually game 30. So we to win it all, we got to wind up winning 32 games. So we got to do one at a time, but definitely pitchers will get stretched out, and especially teams that run their pitchers the entire game. When you go 100 pitches, you keep going. Each week you're throwing 100 pitches. As the weather heats up, it can definitely wear you down. So that's the goal, to get these pitch counts up and get these guys, laboring a little bit and hopefully cut them when it's time.
Well, I tell you what, it's so important to win tonight. And you get 2 in a row, you don't have to travel. You save yourself money. The kids aren't worn out. Got to take care of business. Got to be focused. Got to be ready to go. And anybody have them ready, it's you. Good luck to you, buddy. 7 o'clock tonight, South Walton. Anything else you want to say before? I know you're driving right now. Anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to give a big shout-out to all the fans and support we've had. And just proud of our program. Want to come out and put on a big show tonight. So anybody wants to see some good baseball, come on out.
I'd say you're wrong. I say see great baseball come out tonight. 7 o'clock, South Walton High School, Nassau out of Jacksonville. Everybody needs to go watch them. If you live over in South Walton, I don't care if you go to one of those schools over there. Go watch these kids. They deserve it. They've worked extremely hard. You're seeing something special. This is a special group of young men, and I think they're going to do something really special. If they don't, we're going to be really upset, Coach, all right?
Thanks, Coach. Hey, appreciate y'all's support. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, buddy.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, man, Nick does a great job over there. 26 wins so far. The magic number, he says 32.
He sounds confident, doesn't he? I mean, he sounds like he is ready to go. This early in the morning.
When I go in there and I see Chad scrubbing up, getting ready, I'm one of those damn well.
To go.
He's got confidence. He's ready to go. And that's how Nick is. You know, he's nothing but a winner.
And I tell him, will you tell him to mop the room?
Get back in there and mop.
Got to be ready to go. They will now. And talk about this, Chad. If they win tomorrow night in the night, they don't have to travel. That's huge.
It is huge. And, you know, with this
huge saving
new
money.
format that he's talking about, I mean, that's a big deal. If you can stay home as long as you can.
You got to keep the foot on the pedal.
You know, I couldn't help but have some humor with the whole, we got through the prom. Listen, I remember my days of baseball and the buddies on my team that man, prom could be dangerous for players.
Prom got in a lot of trouble.
Everybody.
What'd they say? You came up Kentucky. Did y'all wear blue jeans or did y'all dress up
we
for
wore
prom?
our bib overalls and our boots, and our boots, of course.
He told me.
Yeah, right.
1945? Was it 1945?
I think we smoked our straw hats.
No.
That was just on the hayride in October.
I don't know if we ever had a hayride. You always hear about hayrides, but I don't think we ever had one. I might be
Really?
wrong. I can't remember a hayride.
Oh, man, they're fun.
I remember hearing about. Maybe I didn't get invited. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of times there's social events going on. They didn't want me to know about it. That is a true story there. Don't invite that nut. Anyway, South Walton High School, get out there and load up that stadium. It should be standing room only. All you people live out in South Walton, go watch one of this team. This is a special group. They could win it all. Go support them. They got to win these 2 games here where they don't have to travel. Not only does it save them a load of money, but also the wear and tear on their body traveling back and forth to Jacksonville. Let's get 2 wins tomorrow night. South Walton continues that streak, man. They're heading to the state. We got to get them there, and they got to bring back a state championship. I said this. I will take credit for this. Did Jason tell Coach Patton what I said? I told them, I said on the show, I think it was Tuesday, when Bozeman got destroyed by Jacksonville Bowls, I said if there's any coach can turn that negative to a positive, that setback to a comeback, it was Jeff Patton. And what did he do? What did his team do?
Talked him up pretty good.
The next 2 games, they win.
He's a good coach.
They win. They're still in it.
He knows how to rally them.
Yeah, he was another one that was excited about.
Speaking about good coach, what about Hudson, man? Wins a championship over there, district championship, gets knocked out by one of the best teams ever at South Walton. But that guy's incredible. I'll still get him on Wednesday. If we can get him on the phone Wednesday, talk to Coach. But Doug, in the rebuild year, gets them in the state playoffs.
Doug Lee.
I knew a kid got hurt at the end of the year. I knew it'd be tough on them. But, Mosley, he's got them back. They're back. No doubt about that. The baseball is incredible. Arnold tonight. Matter of fact, we'll get Coach on him. Hopefully have him on in just a second. But right now, I want to talk to you about something. We need your help.
Okay.
Not only do we ask you to help out financially these teams around here, we ask you to help out in special individuals. And there's nobody more special or greater than Ryan Mulvey and his family. If you would love to give, and I appreciate you, Wildcat, you did a great job.
You're welcome.
If you can give, I don't care what amount, it can be anything. If you want to go GoFundMe, but remember, GoFundMe, they take portions of your donation.
An administrative fee.
Yeah, it's pretty better. It's more than I thought.
Oh, really?
You can bring us a check with Ryan Mulvey's name on it. Bring it by the station. We got a drop box right in front by the left of the door. You can drop it in an envelope with Ryan Mulvey's name on it, or just Ryan, and we'll make sure Randy make sure Ryan gets the check, gets the money to him. We will not take cash. No way. All right. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, GoFundMe. Type in when you go to search, type in Ryan and his fight, and then you could donate that way. But let's make sure we help them out. They've already taken it's going to be a long, tough battle. And if anybody can win it, it's Ryan Mulvey, believe me. All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding sponsorships. The legend, 26 years we're starting with this young man. He's got beautiful hands, great hair. The guy's incredible.
You don't even need him no more because the robot
He's so good. He's so good. He is unbelievable. The things I hear, the stories.
Yeah.
Chad, you are certified robotic MD. Recovery time's quicker. I think there's less cutting. I just think it's a better way to do it. And not many people can do it, but you can. You're one of the first ones to ever do it. What's the best way for the average person? You don't have to be a great athlete, but if somebody gets hurt, they hurt their knee, their ankle, the shoulder, anything, how can they get up with you?
Well, I want to remind everybody that I'm board certified in orthopedic sports medicine and board certified in orthopedics, board certified in both. But you can call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up on chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Get out to the legendary J. Michael's restaurant. First thing we got back in town, Leighton Bell wanted J. Michael's, so we went and got her. We actually went and got it and took it home. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant on Thomas Drive. Go check it out. If you're down for the first time, I know you've heard of this place. Go check it out. You'll love it. It's like a museum in there. They got surfboards hanging from the wall, guns everywhere. They're not loaded, but shotguns, pistols, you name it. You'll see something you actually might want to even buy, but he won't sell it. They got a motorboat hanging from the ceiling. They got Bear Bryant pictures, Bobby Bowden pictures, Steve Spurrier, Joe Paterno, you name it, their picture is there.
Still got the big Chinga thing upstairs.
Oh, they got everything up there. It's incredible. Money everywhere, unbelievable. But the best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's. Meet us there today around 11 o'clock. You can even buy. Also, don't forget available in Lynn Haven. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Pat Perno's the city commissioner, does an incredible job with that. But his restaurant's second to none. Beef O'Brady's, but here's the key word. Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Go check it out. You will absolutely love it. And once you're over there, why don't you go see Russ and Amber?
Go see Russ and Amber and take your jewelry in there for a free jewelry cleaning and inspection. They'll inspect it and make sure it's still in good shape. And they'll clean it for free, make it look brand new. And, of course, if you got that special one-of-a-kind woman, you want to get her a one-of-a-kind engagement ring, 10 days from conception to the reception, I guess you could say. They'll have it right on her finger for less than anybody. Talking about you can conceive a design, they can create it, and have it ready for the reception. Before the reception.
I got you now.
Kind of, sort of.
I got what you're talking about.
Sounded good on paper anyway.
It was good. Just like Steve's air conditioning, unbelievable. Have you had any problem with this? Oh, let me tell you something. May is going to be incredible. It was 93 or 95 yesterday in Lakeland, Florida, record. The heat is unbearable. And now this is what's going to lead to a lot of tornadoes in the Midwest. Big, strong with all this heat. Even could be to work its way down here. We might even have tropical development early because of the heat.
Guarantee that.
Yeah. So the temperature is going to be brutal. That's the reason we got Stevenson air conditioned. So should you. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle, Florida. We'll be right back. We got Coach Jones. We're way over. Come on, man. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Be right back.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Must. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 81 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 70. Tomorrow, a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny and a high around 81. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 79. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
When you bring your vehicle to Panama City Toyota for repairs or maintenance, you'll get the warmest welcome around.
That's because we see service differently.
It's not only an expert team that can help with everything, from simple adjustments to a new set of tires. It's also a team that values your time, so we make your experience as quick and comfortable as possible. Because we're committed to service that goes beyond. Only at Panama City Toyota.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose, hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, the best place in town to take a leak.
Now back to the most dangerous radio show in the Gulf Coast. Coach James Hale. He's so dangerous, he doesn't even check his eggs at the grocery store.
Danger's my middle name.
I'm bad to the bone, honey.
2 tickets to the gun show.
We're live from the J. Michaels studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This guy has come from California, and he has seen the light. He lives in the great state of Florida now, and what he's brought with him is nothing but wins. We're breaking history. Every year he stays, something new happens. Let's bring him on right now, Coach Chris Jones. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. How you doing?
Congratulations. We're doing things that we haven't done. I mean, this is a new deal with these series to keep on rolling, and we're doing it. We've won 2 in a row. I'm going to let you talk about it. Tell us what's happened since we talked to you last, but congratulations. Great job. Give us a rundown.
Thank you. Yes, last week we had the first round of the regional playoffs. We played Fort Walton Beach Monday and Tuesday. We won both games. Monday, well, we won both games, and we threw no-hitters in both games. So that's something I've never seen, to be honest with you. But we won on Monday 9-0. It took 7 innings. We scored 4 in the first. Our offense was really good. Austin Hendricks got us started in the first with a bases loaded double, scored all 3 runs. He ended up going 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs. Josh Lindsay had 2 hits. Eli Blair was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. But the story of the night, I guess, as well, the story of the night was Eli Blair threw a complete game no-hitter, first one of his career, walked 2, struck out 9, and led us, on the mound and with the bat. So we won that one 9-0. We came back the next night on Tuesday and threw Cooper Moss against them. And Cooper wasn't as sharp as he sometimes is, but his stuff was still really good. We won this game in 5 innings. We won 10-0, and Cooper threw a no-hitter for 5 innings. He struck out 10, but he walked 3, and I think he hit 2 or 3 batters also. So he wasn't quite the top game for Cooper, but that's a tribute to who he is and the stuff that he has, that he can go out there with his B game and still compete like heck and actually throw a no-hitter and strike out 10. So I sound maybe a little bit more critical of a guy who threw a no-hitter than I could, but I all agree that it wasn't his best night, but he's talented enough that he can get out there and really compete even when he doesn't really have his best command. His stuff was good, but his command wasn't what it usually is. But with the bat, he really helped us also. Cooper was 2 for 4 that night with 3 RBIs. He had a bases loaded, bases clearing double in the 5th inning. We were up 3-0 going into the bottom of the 5th, and Cooper's pitch count was up there about 95. I'm stressing over whether I push him back out there and get him really close to the actual pitch count limit, which is 105, to try and get another out or 2, because this game was still very much in the balance. And then sort of all of a sudden we scored 7 runs at the bottom of the 5th. He cleared the bases there to make it 9-0, and then I think it was Nate Neely got a base hit to get the 10th run and end the game there and stop my stress for another week. But so Nate Neely had 2 for 3. He went 2 for 3 also. Looks like Austin Hendricks was 2 for 3. Austin had just a great week for us offensively. I believe he had 5 hits and 5 RBIs. Just had a great series for us offensively. So it was all positive for us last week. It was a 9-0 victory and then a 10-0 victory, and we got to wait around and see who won. And so we're going to play Choctaw or Choctawhatchee High School this week. Certainly going to be a very competitive series. They're a really talented team. All of the top 4 teams in our region advanced. We went chalk, I guess, as they would say, if you're just for a basketball tournament or something. But and I think our region, if you look at our top 4 teams, our region's as tough, if not tougher, than anybody in the state in our classification. I think 3 of us are ranked in the top 6 in the state that are still alive. So 3 of the 4 are the top 6, and Choctaw's the other one, and I think they're 10 or 11, somewhere in there. So it's this week's going to be super competitive for both, all 4 of us that are still alive. And that certainly includes us. It's not going to be a cakewalk this week at all. This is much, much closer, and we have a much greater chance of. I mean, we're planning on 3 games. We're trying to sort of lock in and wade through and get to the 3rd game if we have to, and then see what happens there, because this is not going to be an easy draw for us.
Well, I'll tell you this. Everybody lives in Panama City Beach. Choctaw travels well. They'll have a huge crowd there for their players. We need to pack it out. I know South Walton, they're going to pack theirs out. We need to pack out Coach Jones Stadium, the new name there, Coach Jones Stadium at Arnold High School. This place, hey, you know what? If we call it that, it'll be changed that way, believe me. Coach Jones Stadium right there. Who are you going to go with tonight? Can you tell, or you want to keep that quiet?
For a change, I actually want to kind of keep it quiet. We're trying to see how we are.
Okay.
We have some nagging injuries with a few guys, not necessarily just pitching or whatnot. But we're not quite as healthy as we were last week, so we're trying to figure out how that changes our pitching strategy, if it does, because we have to deal with position players. All of our pitchers are also position players, so it's a little bit still up in the air. I probably know the answer, but I don't know that I want to put it out there, because I'm not sure anybody knows what I've decided, to be honest.
I understand. Choctaw, give us a little run. Where they got some good lefties? Is their pitching their strength? Is their bats? What do they do well?
They seem to swing the bats well. They're athletic. They really run well. Their number 1 pitcher we'll see tonight, I assume. He's a sidearm guy with a really nice breaking ball. Does a great job. He should keep him in. I mean, he's been keeping him in every game he's been in, if not dominating, depending on the opponents. But he'll do a really nice job. He even brought my old arm out of retirement. We've been trying to give our kids a little bit of a look from the sidearm with a breaking ball, so I tried to flop my little sidearm breaking ball up there last couple of days to give the kids a look. I'm not sure if I did his breaking ball any justice, but I did the best I could. But he's somebody we've definitely been preparing for. They seem to have quite a few arms that are, mid-80s types of arms that may not be somebody's ace, but certainly a lot of number 2, number 3 type of pitchers, and they have a lot of them. And part of this 2 out of 3 series might be pitching depth, and they seem to have quite a bit of that. But they have I think his name's Roll, last name's Roll, a third baseman kid that can really swing the bat, and he also is probably their best arm. He's probably 89, 90. So they're a very talented team. They're still they're sort of riding high right now. I'm not sure. I mean, for us, we're so fortunate. This is our 5th year in a row that we've been to the Sweet 16. And I'm not sure how often Choctaw gets to the Sweet 16. So we're kind of hoping that our experience and our just ability to believe in who we are and just do what we do and not try and be better than who we are will hopefully help us this week, and kind of rooting for the opposite for them a little bit. We hope that they come in and try and do a little bit more than they're capable of, because I think they are capable of certainly competing like crazy against us. It should be a great series. Should be a lot of good baseball and fun to watch.
Before we let you go, Ryan Norman, he is like you say, he's the key of that. Between you and him, things work wonderfully over there. That's from him. Anyway, ask Coach Jones if he knows where we can get a ping pong table. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know what he's talking about. There may have been times in my college days where I was looking for ping pong tables here and there to play a little innocent game of ping pong at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, man. Hey, listen.
But maybe that's what he's referring to. I'm not sure.
I think so. The main thing is just don't beat yourself. Go out there and play. And I feel good about this. Y'all, positive vibes. Everything's good is going to happen. But get out to the game tonight at 7 o'clock, correct?
Yes, sir.
7
Tonight and
o'clock,
tomorrow, 7
and
o'clock.
you got to go on the phone to buy them. You can't buy the tickets on the door, right?
That's right. They do. GoFan.
Okay, buddy. Hey, Coach Jones, great job. Keep it up. We'll talk to you next Monday, okay?
All right, sounds
Thank
good.
you, buddy. I tell you what, that's some great baseball coaches we just had on. Both those guys, great people, great coaches. Kids love them, and you need to support these players, these coaches. You know, we go all over the place. You get on and watch TV. Somebody's being robbed. Somebody's being shot. These kids are doing the right thing. They go to class. They take good grades. They work really hard. And when you go support them, go pack this place out. Go pack it out. Yeah, I said it. Go pack it out.
Pack it out.
Arnold High School and at South Walton. Go pack these stadiums
They're
out. Go
standing in
support
line
them.
for tickets now. You can just get your tickets on your phone.
There you go. All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding people. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. David, I'm looking for you. You want the best happy hour anywhere? Buy one, get one free. We're talking about draft beer, house wine, small margarita. Go check it out. It's right across the street from the Navy base. They also have one on Front Beach Road. But this is a great place. People are having birthday parties. Go check it out. Thursday night's a great time to go. It will be completely packed out. We got some of the best singers in the Southeast. This people that live in Bay Point. People live over at Chad. They come, they sing, they do a great job. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to feel better? Do you want to look better? Are you having problems sleeping like I do? I don't sleep until I went and saw and visited with my son, Jason Kovaleski, down at Max Fit Sports Nutrition. You can try it before you buy it. This stuff, I don't know what it's called. He'll tell us tomorrow, but I'm telling you, you get some deep sleep. There's no doubt about it. It's all natural. But they can help with cholesterol. They can help with joint pains. They can do it all. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, #1, not even close. We'll be right back with the FSU update brought to you by one of the greatest doctors that ever lived, Marcus Welby Mitchell, right here. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Line play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, it's David Hayes from ESPN Northwest Florida, right here in Panama City. Look, if you've been in an accident, I know your first call is usually the insurance, but don't stop there. Your next call should be Jed Lawyers. I've seen what they do. Local team, real results, no upfront fees. They're based right here in downtown Panama City, and they'll jump on your case from day one. Call 850-852-0000 or head to jedwins.com.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
Everyone in the area knows that when it comes to portable buildings, Bestway Portable Buildings is the best in portable, period. And now they offer screen enclosures too to help keep those vicious yellow flies, mosquitoes, and no-see-ums away. Need a pole barn? Bestway can do the job. See Bestway Portable Buildings just north of the old mall on Highway 231. Online at bestwayportablebuildings.com. Bestway Portable Buildings, the best in portable, period. And a golden age business.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! We're back live from the legendary J. Michael Studios in the powerful 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the Atlanta Braves, and also the home of Mike. But before we bring Mike on, let's talk about having great times. You love to dance. You love listening to music. You want to shoot pool. You want to watch great college baseball, professional baseball, football, whatever you want to watch.
Basketball.
Newbies 2 on the Curve is the place to go.
My favorite place to go to see pickleball.
Newbies 2 on the Curve, the place to go. And when you're through there, head on down to the mothership because Mrs. Charlotte's going to have the best bands in the Southeast every single night during the summer. In the weekends, also, the legendary Newbies. Go have a great time. One of the 4 great locations. Love John, love Charlotte. They always give back to the community, always give back in every different way they can. Let's make sure we go support them big time. Love those people. And now, for your pleasure, your entertainment, brought to you by the volunteer himself.
Broaden your horizons.
Mike. Oldies but goodies. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Mike can't be here today, so I'm here. Steve from Lexington, Tennessee. How are you doing?
Hey, Wilbur. How you doing, man? Great talking to you. I hadn't heard
That's
you in a while.
Steve. You've heard me. Yeah, I've been dead for a minute. I'm calling from Casadega, Volusia County.
Oh,
anyway,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'd go to newbies, and that's the great thing about being dead. I can go to 4 newbies at once now. I used to just have to go one at a time. But I wondered if you would come up to Cleveland and help Coach Shador. He's going to need a little help because I know there's prejudice against him because his daddy went to FSU.
Well, let me tell you now, you go through a process, and the great Nick Saban tells you, don't ever let him say but. He's a good player, but. And you got to do pretty, when you go for a job interview, you got to be sharp. You got to be professional.
Right.
You don't want to piss him off.
Comma, but.
Yeah, he got a big butt.
Comma, but. Do you have tickets to see POTUS Thursday over at Tuscaloosa?
No, I'm going to miss that one. I can't do it.
I am too. I don't care. Anyway, so I just miss you so much. I was going to come down there on Cinco de Mayo and go out to the Royal Rodeos.
Come on down. I'll buy you one.
Well, I'll probably have to come on some other time because Mark Smith and Sheriff Helms and that sheriff up there at Jackson County won him a state championship at Grand Ridge with Coach Davis. They'll be looking for me if I let you know when I'm coming down.
Well, just text me. I won't
hang in there.
All right,
yeah.
I appreciate the call.
I mean, I'll talk to you. Go FSU. Pull for FSU. Be FSU strong.
Bye. Anyway, Chad, what do you have today for us on the mighty, powerful FSU Seminoles?
Well, just top of the list here for FSU. Former FSU player and Port St. Joe native. I mean, we have to talk about
Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks, brought to you by
Joshua
Taco Bell.
Farmer was drafted by the New England Patriots in the 4th round of the NFL draft.
Ahead of Sanders.
Yeah. Who joined him was cornerback Azariah Thomas. And I forget, Thomas went in the 3rd round to the New York Jets. So those are your 2 FSU players that went in the NFL draft, and it's good to have a local guy make it in as well.
Chad, you know what's great about that, and you know this. You had players at your little town that've done well, but when you see a kid, especially for a kid in junior high, maybe a freshman, sophomore, elementary school, and they love sports. They see a young man that came from that little town down there. That's a matter of fact, a wonderful little town down there. Great people live down there. And you see a local guy that lives right here, did this. He made it to the NFL.
That's right.
He got drafted. That tells them that dream that you have can come true.
Absolutely.
You work for it, believe it, and never give up. You can make it happen.
It's a little special to me because my dad was born and raised in Port St. Joe and played quarterback at St. Joe High back in the 50s. Yeah. And so, anytime I see somebody come out of Port St. Joe and, make it big, do well, you can't help but applaud them.
Yeah, they shoot for the moon, have your standards, your goals as high as they can be. Because if you don't get all the way to the top, you get up close to it anyway. And that's the thing. My whole dream was to play for Coach Bryant, Alabama. He left. Somewhere in southern Mississippi. But anyway, it was
They're good in baseball
yeah,
this year.
I got to do something at least. I like the way you're laughing too. Florida State Seminoles, great job for that young man from Port St. Joe. What else is going on over there?
Well, let's talk a little baseball. And, the baseball team's been doing great. But this last weekend, they took it on the chin to number 19 Louisville. They lost 2 of their 3 games. They're overall 31-9, 12-6 in the conference. They have a losing streak of 2. And I'm going to scroll down here to the Louisville games here. They won the first one 10-2 and then lost the last 2. Lost 9-4. And then 14-2 in 7 innings.
What days were those?
Those were Friday through Sunday.
So they lost Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, to let everybody know, Bill Allen and Greg Bernicki both gave the prep talk on Saturday. So
that's what happens.
That's what happens. Yeah.
So they've got Clemson in a series this weekend coming up, and that's their next game. And obviously the series for the entire weekend. So be looking forward to that. That starts Friday, May the 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern. And that game's in Tallahassee.
In Tallahassee.
So moving on to the softball team. The softball team wins 2 of 3 at Louisville.
There you go, baby.
Right?
There you go, baby.
They're ranked number 4. And the D1 Sports poll, they're number 4, 42-7 overall. In the conference, they're 16-2. Of course, they lost this last game, although they won the 2 of 3 at Louisville. Let's see. They won 10-9 Friday. They won 3-0 Saturday, and then lost 2-0 on Sunday.
They're outstanding. They are truly outstanding.
That's pretty much your FSU update.
Your FSU update is brought to you by Newbies. Guys, Newbies, have a wonderful time. We are getting closer and closer to week 1 of college football. That beautiful stadium it's going to be ready to go. They're going to be sold out. A lot of Bama people are going to buy up those tickets. A lot of Florida State people are going to say, nope.
I hear the ticket price is really high.
On average, $800 to get in right now.
Man.
And I think it's going to get higher. I think Florida State's going to be better.
You can buy a TV for that.
Yeah.
A good TV.
And a nightclub to put it in.
Well, then why go? Just watch it down in one of our favorite locations.
I think that's what we may do. We may just have a party.
Julie wants to go. I don't know. I think Jerry Pridgeon's going to be. Tommy said he's not going to go. I might take his 2 tickets and go. I'm not sure. But I tell you what, I think it's going to be a great game. The more and more, I think it's going to be a really outstanding game. It's a bounce back for both of them. Of course, Bama had a terrible year last year. They were 9-4. You can't survive at Alabama going 9-4. Everybody knows that. And then you got FSU that went 2-10. So it's definitely going to be a bounce back year for Florida State. I think it can be better. Gus Malzahn, I can't wait to watch his offense. Can he work the magic? If they got a quarterback that can run and throw, I think FSU people are going to be fine. Now, if they can't, they have struggled. His offense has struggled in the past because he puts in a little bit of wing T philosophy, a little bit of some option football. But I love that little option pass he has played. They always burn somebody on that.
If you've got good players running that, all you need is 3 good players for that play.
He likes to run the football. They got to have big, strong offensive linemen. Looking forward to what happens in Tallahassee, week 1 of college football. And this year, week 1 of college football is outstanding. Not only do you got FSU, Alabama, you got probably the 1 and 2 teams ranked in the country, Ohio State and Texas. You also, I think, week 1, I think it's Michigan and Oklahoma. There's a lot of great. I know Auburn's on the road to Baylor. So, hey, it's getting closer and closer. College football, here we come. We're going to start getting ready for it. I can't wait.
That's what we live for on this show, isn't it?
I'm going to tell you what, it's amazing. When you're in college football season, we really have too many sponsors. Everybody wants to be on there in college football. It's crazy. And you only have so many time, but we'll try to work everybody in. And you know what? I think we're going to pump the prices up. We can't be abused like this, just giving things away. Just kidding. I was just kidding. You see that look Chad gave me? What? Huh? What?
I think, John, he was looking at me specifically.
You're locked in on your contract.
There you go. Yeah.
You're lucky, buddy. You are lucky.
Isn't that grandfather?
I tell you who else is lucky. I'm lucky. I'm a lucky man because I've had skin cancer. I've been operated on 2 or 3 times. One down South Florida did not have a good experience. The 2 times up here, Dr. Ward did an incredible job. The guy, legendary doctor, he knows what he's doing. There's office throughout the Panhandle of Florida. And what's so sad, all the females out there, breast cancer is going crazy. It used to be 1 out of 8. Now it's down to like 1 out of 4 or 5, whatever it is. It's going down. It's not a good thing. It's not going the direction we want it. It's a lot what we eat, the environment, but we're they're learning more and more the damage what sugar does to your body. It feeds cancer. We got to get off it. I got to get off it. Fast foods, fried foods, all that kind of stuff. Everything we love is killing us, so we got to get off that. But females, you got to check yourself. You got to go to the doctor. Same thing. Skin cancer is right there. All the females seem to get it. Don't get it in a tanning bed. If you don't think it looks right, you're not sure about it, don't put it off. 5 minutes can save your life. Call, make an appointment with Dr. Ward. The guy is incredible.
Not just you ladies, but you gentlemen too. Skin cancer is not gender specific.
Absolutely. And, listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Now, I want to talk about Mike. Does a great job. And he'll be in here today. No, that's not today.
Patrick will be in there today.
Patrick's today. That's right, Patrick's today. Anyway, I'll come back to Mike later. Jay Michaels, I'll do that later. But I already did it once. But I want to do this Monday. Okay. I do want to do this. Steve's Bike Shop. Steve is a coach, which I love that. The guy's coach. He loves kids. Yeah. He is a youth swim team. He can do it all. We got to get him back in here. But they sell bikes. They've been serving Bay County since 1979. That's 46 years. I added up right. I think it's 46 years. Steve's Bike Shop right across the street from Sam's, located at 1924 West 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. These electrical bikes that people are going crazy about, they're all over Bay Point. They are nice. I mean, they are pretty cool. I talked to my roommate yesterday in college. He had toe surgery. Chad, he had toe surgery. They had to go repair the ligaments. But he finally got to get out. He goes, I can't. So I got on my electrical bike. He says, thank God I can get out and do that. He said, I got my wife one. Now, they've got the best selection down at Steve's Bike Shop. They're incredible. Now, they work on them, but they break down. And, of course, the old-fashioned ones, they got all that. Great selection of both type of bikes. They repair both types. Get down to Steve's Bike Shop. Get your bike. Get in shape.
Great way to get some low-impact exercises. Get out and ride a bike.
No doubt. The local 115 Kyle Vandergriff, love them. They open Wednesday through Sunday. The best gumbo you'll get anywhere. The crab cakes are incredible. I think we're going to be in town. I think we're going to be down there Saturday morning around 11 o'clock. Go check it out. You will love the local. It's like a Hall of Fame for Bay County athletes. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The next evolution in sports talk radio. We're back! On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Afternoon Underdog. The only live afternoon show in Panama City where you can win fantastic prizes from amazing local businesses every day.
That's right!
4 to 6 weekdays. The Afternoon Underdog.
It's mayhem!
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 81 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 70. Tomorrow, a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny and a high around 81. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 79. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Hey guys, Mother's Day is coming up on May 11th, but Beach House Florist lets you hit the easy button now for major wow factor. Mom will light up when she sees a thoughtful and unique gift from Beach House Florist, like lovely floral arrangements and gift baskets curated with gourmet delights. Beach House Florist in Panama City Beach, minutes from 38. Show Mom some love with Beach House Florist. Order at beachhouseflorist.com or call now, 850-249-5042. That's 850-249-5042.
Known for its crispy chicken tenders, flavorful wings, and generous portions, Lickin' Chicken has become a local favorite. Lickin' Chicken's commitment to quality and bold flavors keeps customers coming back for more. One satisfied patron shared on Facebook.
First time at Lickin' Chicken, and I'll return often. Man, them lemon pepper and garlic parm wings were amazing. My daughter and I devoured them. They don't short you on the fries either.
Lickin' Chicken, 1320 North Tyndall Parkway.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You're not a Gator. You're a Gator hater. I appreciate the text. It's such a sweet to hear certain great comments from our wonderful, the mayor. I mean, he is the legendary Greg Bernicki. Thank you, Greg. That really makes me feel good.
We know he's listening.
That's right, baby. Some of the he usually gives great. He can fire you. He can motivate you. He's no doubt. He's been a mayor. He's been a successful businessman, an athlete. Great husband, just wonderful. I love it. He's a legend. He is truly a legend in Northwest Florida. Usually he's really good about giving pep talk. He didn't do a good job. We got to keep it fair and balanced. Hey, be consistent, man. Okay, be consistent.
What are you talking about? A pep talk?
His pep talk to FSU's baseball team. It sucked.
Well, that was the FSU update.
Oh, okay.
On the Florida update.
Let's jump into the Florida.
On.
Let's get into the Florida Gator update. Brought to you by the local robotic surgeon right here, Chad Mitchell. Chad, what do you got for us down at FSU?
So the University of
Florida. I'm sorry, Florida.
The University of Florida.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Gator fans are hating you.
They love me.
Yeah.
They love me.
Anyway, for the 2025 NFL draft, they had 7 picks going in the 4th through the 7th round. They also had an additional 5 that are working on free agent
They
deals.
got players, baby.
They
are
have
back.
players.
I'm telling
So
you.
now get this. So they had a 5-year streak of producing first-round draft picks, but it came to an end this year because, the first player wasn't selected till the 4th round.
Yeah.
But they've had 74 consecutive years with at least one player selected in the NFL draft.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it tells you the type of program that Florida has been. And, you can't talk about this without bringing those kind of things up.
That goes way back.
So let's talk about the players. Wide receiver, Chimere Dike, he goes to the Tennessee Titans in the 4th round, the number 103 overall pick. Then you have defensive tackle Cam Jackson, goes to the Carolina Panthers, 5th round, number 140 overall. Cornerback Jason Marshall Jr. goes to the Dolphins in the 5th round. He's number 150. Linebacker Shamar James, Dallas Cowboys, 5th round, number 152. And get this, quarterback Graham Mertz, Houston, Texas, 6th round, number 197 overall. Now, hopefully later in the show, we're going to talk about Quinn Ewers that went in the 7th round. Graham Mertz went ahead of Quinn Ewers. Save that thought. We'll get back to that later in the show.
Okay.
But, congratulations to Graham Mertz. 6th round, Houston Texans. Then I guess it's the punter, Jeremy Crenshaw, Denver Broncos, 6th round, number 216. Defensive back, I have a hard time with his name. Trickweezy Bridges.
That's right.
Los Angeles Chargers, 7th round, number 256 overall. And then, of course, they had the 5 free agent signings. You've got offensive tackle Brandon Crenshaw-Dixon, Tennessee Titans. Defensive tackle Desmond Watson, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Running back Montrell Johnson Jr. to the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, he got a good shot going there. Edge Jamarcus Weston, New York Jets, and wide receiver Elijah Badger to the Kansas City Chiefs. And that pretty much sums up your NFL draft for the Florida Gators, 2025. And, impressive. They're sending a lot of players to the
and they will continue
NFL.
to do so.
Yeah, of course they will. Now we'll move on to baseball. Florida beats number 5 Arkansas 2 of 3.
That kind of surprising.
Their next is a weekend series against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Let me scroll down here to the scores. Hold on just a minute. Here it is. Friday they beat Arkansas 6-4. Then Saturday they lost 7-0. But then Sunday come back and win 9-5. Again, that's number 5 Arkansas. Florida really took it to them. May 2nd is the next game where the series starts against South Carolina. And so that's your Florida Gators baseball. Moving on to the softball. So Florida softball's playing LSU, and they took 1 of 2 this weekend, but they have another game today. So the final game of that series is today at LSU. But they won one of the previous 2 for the series this weekend. They have a series against number 5 Oklahoma starting Thursday for the weekend series. Let me scroll down. I'll give you the scores here of the LSU game. On Saturday, they won 14-4. And then on Sunday, they lost to LSU 2-1. Again, that game, the third game of the LSU series, is today, 7 p.m., and LSU is ranked number 10, with the Florida Gators being ranked number 8.
There you go. There you go. You heard right here from Chad Mitchell. Chad, do you want to go back to that quarterback situation you want to talk about? Ewers?
Yeah, let's talk about Quinn Ewers a little bit. So I had this article. In fact, let me pull it up here on my computer. So he goes in the 7th round. Graham Mertz, which if you ask me, I get Quinn Ewers had the most interceptions in the SEC last year. But, I mean, powerhouse player. He's throwing interceptions. He played injured, but he's also throwing the ball a high number of times. He was leading, a great Texas team. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking Graham Mertz. I like Graham Mertz. There's things about him I like, and there's things about him that I think he would be a good NFL quarterback. But I just don't see Graham Mertz being drafted higher than Quinn Ewers. So the controversy around Quinn Ewers is that he had at least a $6 million offer, some crazy offer for his final year of eligibility, right?
Texas.
To go in the transfer portal and go over to another team. This was talked about in January. Nobody ever released what team it was, but it was a real offer. On the internet, some say it was as high as $8 million. I don't think it was them. But some were saying it was as high as $8 million, which I think most people are knocking that. But they're saying that it was likely a $6 million deal. So now here he goes from possibly transferring, making $6 million, to 7th round draft pick, making probably $800 and something thousand a year for the next.
How can you survive on
4 or 5 years?
How can you survive on $800,000 a year?
He can do it.
Yeah.
But you get my point.
Right.
How much money did he lose?
Yeah. What about Sanders?
Yeah. So,
same thing.
Yes, same thing with Sanders, yeah.
I want to go to Sanders real quick. You hear both sides jumping on the NFL. Come on, give me a break. Nick Saban, they have their players prepared. Kirby Smart. Georgia players are prepared for the interview. Alabama players are prepared for the interview. And Saban tells them, you don't want to have a but. He's a great player, a good kid, but you don't want that. This is they know what they're doing. The NFL knows what they're doing. There's a reason they didn't select him.
So go into that a little bit. What would Nick Saban tell a player if they had a year of eligibility left and there was a but?
he would probably he does. He sat down and would talk.
He tells them, don't go. You're not going to be drafted in the first
You're
round.
not going to go in the first couple rounds.
Right.
Don't
you need
go
to stay.
Develop
Absolutely.
here, make you more valuable the following year. Of course, there's always a risk of injury, but realistically, you come back and you get another year. But you got to be prepared for an interview. You don't say anything. And hey, Chad, somebody comes to interview with you and they say something that's off the wall, disrespectful, or look like they don't really care. Are you going to hire them? It's on him. It's not on the NFL. All these people say it's the NFL. It's not the NFL. It's the kid. This is what they've done. This is what they do. Sometimes they get it right. Sometimes they don't. They don't want to deal with certain things. But his interviews, if it's true what everything you're hearing, were terrible.
Yeah.
You don't tell a head coach of the Giants. You just don't. There's certain things you do, certain things you don't do. And if you don't know that,
well, they're looking for a team player. They're not looking for a showboat.
Yeah, in the NFL,
right?
You're not entitled to anything.
Exactly. And I think the problem with Shedeur over his dad could talk trash because he's good.
Yeah, there's just certain things you do and you don't do, I think. And he found that out.
Yep,
it's the bottom line. You do a poor job interview, you don't get the job you want. All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding people. Pest Turo. Who's on the phone? Am I supposed to take a phone call now?
No, you're supposed to do your thing.
Turpro Pest Control. Patrick and his crew do an incredible job. No doubt about that. He'll be in here about 8:30 today, maybe a little bit earlier. Does a great job. Appreciate him Friday coming here and doing a great job. Turpro Pest Control, #1, not even close. That yard's it looks bad, terrible. Call Patrick. They'll come out. Your yard will look absolutely beautiful. You got pests coming in your home. You got roaches. You got all kind of insects coming in. Call Patrick. You won't have that problem anymore. They are incredible. Matter of fact, Patrick's going to do what I'm going to do. You looking for a brand new roof? I tell you a place you want something built. You want it designed, built, commercial, real estate, whatever it is. This guy can do it. Kyle Vandergriff, everything he touches turns to gold. The guy is incredible. Everybody knows the legendary family he's from. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting, they design it, they build it, commercial, residential, they're #1 at what they do. But if you're looking for a great roof, they're not going to rip you off. They're going to come and do outstanding work. You will never have problems with it. They just do a great job. And they're not going to rip you off. Kyle does a great job. Vandy Roofing, #1, not even close. Just like the local 115, the best gumbo crab cakes you'll get anywhere. He's involved with that also. All right, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida, available on all your devices.
Connected.
Hear your favorite sports talk hosts.
The Coach James Hale Show.
You're listening to Inside Drive live. The afternoon underdog.
And your favorite teams.
Braves win it!
We're live on the app. Tune in, Alexa, ESPNPC.com, Facebook, YouTube, and in your car at 101.9 and 104.3. Wherever you go, there we are. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 81 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 70. Tomorrow, wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny and a high around 81. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 79. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
CBC Construction is looking for a few good men. At CBC Construction, our greatest strength lies within our talented team. Join us and be a part of a dynamic company that values its people. We offer a tremendous opportunity to create a future for your family and the Florida Panhandle. CBC Construction is now hiring. Call us at 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com to learn more. CBC Construction. Be part of a winning team.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WFLQ Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
With
With over 65 years of combined experience, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to help you take your collection to the next level. They carry all the new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. They sell and trade cards and are always looking to buy. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
If your neighbor, employer, or grandmother were traumatized by comments made on the Coach James Hale Show.
One thing, people aren't saying a whole lot of that. I'll probably get in trouble.
But just wanted to take this moment to say, get bent. We're live from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
All right, everybody stand up right now. Put your hand over your heart. Roll. Roll. Alabama Update. Brought to you by the legendary Stevenson Air Conditioning. Stevenson Air Conditioning for all your comfort needs. It's Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason's crew doing an incredible job. Local company. You know, he graduated from Mosley High School. He's a great man. Debbie, I love Debbie. They have great people that work there. Family operated. Chad has used them. Jason, I think everybody has used them. They do unbelievable work. They tell you they're going to be there, they'll be there. They're not going to rip you off. They're extremely honest. Locals taking care of locals. Stevenson Air Conditioning.
Can I say something before we get started?
Yes, you can. Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
Did you realize that Alabama lost no players to the transfer portal through the spring?
He just took mine.
Did I?
You just took my Alabama update.
I'm doing it for you.
I think he did it on purpose.
For you.
He just read on my paper and did it. Let's go to Auburn now.
Yeah. And that was a good segue into what you're going to talk about.
That's the reason I feel pretty good because, the only team in the SEC not to lose a player to transfer out now as of
what's the secret, though? That's what
that's coaching staff. Yeah. I mean, I got to give him credit. I've been hard on him.
Yeah.
But maybe this is a special sign. Maybe something good is going to happen. One preseason poll, they got them ranked number 2 in the country. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know
but we
about that
shall
either,
see. We shall
hopefully
see.
They're going to be good.
Let's get this Alabama update, but let's bring some help on. Let's get somebody to help us. The one and only Rob.
Now, he may steal your thunder.
Rob specifically asked me to do this just for you because it's Monday. And
welcome back.
That's awesome.
I like it.
Thank you very much. Greg Bernicki's already got on to me. Now I got Rob.
Good morning.
Good morning. What are you doing? You punishing me by messing my Alabama update?
No, I told him. I said, "Well, let him get it. Let him get it out of his system first, because he hadn't done one in quite a while." So.
That never happens, though, Rob.
Unbelievable. What are you doing, Rob? What do you got for us?
I'm working. Well, I didn't want to go into the segue, but I take a lot of bikes over to have them repaired, and actually they do over there at Steve's Bike Shop.
He's awesome.
They will do. When you only ride it once a year. So you can take it in and have them go through it. And,
sounds like Julie.
Do it all up and stuff. But my thing is that this is the way our society has gone. We played golf so we could get out and exercise, and we got golf carts. So then we move into these neighborhoods so we can walk around the neighborhoods, not get in traffic, and have all this nice stuff and everything. What do? We get golf carts.
You move to 30A.
Hey,
we
get out of shape. We have a heart attack. Your doctor says, "Hey, go out and get some exercise." We go out and buy electric bicycles.
I know. My roommate did that. Yeah.
Hey,
right.
no lie. Now, there's a guy that lives 2 doors down from me, and he's had a heart attack and everything, and he's retired. And so the doctor says get some exercise. Now he has bought him an electric bicycle, and he zooms around 30 miles an hour around the neighborhood and never turns it. Gets home and plugs it back in.
Well, maybe the electric bike's got like a USB cord that can plug into your pacemaker.
Good job.
Hey, here's what I'll say about that. If they'll use it correctly, where
pedal it,
turn it off, or low assist, you know, it's good for a heart patient. If they're not feeling good and they're 2 or 3 miles from home, well, then they can turn it on. This is the advantage of electric bikes. You know, if you're not feeling well or you're unsure, you know, am I going to be able to go as far as I want to go today, that kind of thing, you've always got that as a backup, but use it only as a backup.
And the great
Get you
thing about that,
exercise.
Steve's bike shop,
and this is one saying that I started riding my bike.
He's got a large selection of these electric bikes now. He's got all kind. The guy's incredible. Steve's bike shop.
Right.
1976, they've been taking care of us.
What kills me is that you're sitting at a red light and somebody comes zooming down the sidewalk and they zip and go across and 30 miles an hour. But I will tell everybody this: most of them go the wrong ways in all these new bike lanes that we have.
Correct.
So when you pull to the stop sign, you better look to the right and not just for a car.
Yeah.
Look for that bicycle that's coming about 30 miles an hour.
There was a famous guy down in Fort Myers. He did the weather for years. And we were there before him, and we finished up our last year there. And he was riding his bike, did not have a helmet, just kind of fell off it. Hit his head on the cement. It killed him. Hit his head on the curb. I'm encouraging all of you, make your kids wear a helmet. You should wear a helmet when you're on these bikes. Electric, pedal, whatever, wear a helmet, please.
Yeah, right. I'd hate anything to happen to any of our grandkids. I got all that. Here's my thing. That's what's
mine
wrong
are
with society
daredevils.
now.
They scare me to death.
We got them all. We've protected them all too much. And now we have raised idiots.
Yep.
But anyway, back to Deion's son. I think you're absolutely right. I think there's a reason. I think in all of his interviews is the reason. Because I'll say this. There was a couple quarterbacks that came out of Florida State. Ponder was one that nobody thought he was going to get drafted high, but he did well in his interviews, a smart guy. And so Minnesota drafted him in the first round, and he turned out to be a bust.
Yeah.
E.J. Manuel, he was not that great at Florida State, but, he ended up in his interviews smart, looked good in shorts and a T-shirt, and then he didn't do a whole lot. I think there's just a thing about Sanders, that he's going to have to go in and change his mental aspect.
Rob, I always say it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. The kid might think it's the worst thing in the world to happen to him. If he's smart, he'll turn this negative to a positive, setback to comeback, and he'll learn from his mistakes. And anybody's getting on the NFL, you're wrong. The great Saban lays it out there. Don't have a butt. He coached in the NFL. He knows about the NFL. He was a head coach.
A butt?
Yeah. You can't have a reason for them not to draft you because that's what they're looking for. They look for a reason. It's an interview. You want the absolutely best. Their job is to win football games. They don't care about hot dogs. They want to win football. They got to win football games. Well, sometimes they do great. Sometimes they don't. Tom Brady wasn't that great, but he turned it to
Tom Brady
positive.
He didn't get drafted to the 6th round. But I will ask you this, okay? Did some of this NIL money that he's never had to worry about money? Does that make it, I can go anywhere I want to go, and if in the back of his mind, he's probably already worth $20 million.
One of the things that was talked about during the draft, Deion Sanders made a statement back in the offseason that he would love to coach Shedeur in the NFL. Right. And I think that had an impact on
there's all kinds
on some of his draft because he went to Cleveland. If you're the Cleveland coach, how comfortable do you feel with the kids, your quarterback you just drafted, his dad going, hey, I want to coach you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And telling him things behind the scenes that, like, you're trying to not do. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be like a doctor coming to you, Chad, I don't want you to cut but more than an inch. Don't go deeper. I don't care what you think. I want you to do this. You got to do what you know is right. Right. And don't blame the coaches. You can't blame the coaches because all those coaches don't have the power. You got GMs, you got an owner. It's a collective that makes that decision. But where I would be coaching, I'd have the final say in it.
Here's my thing, is that you got Deion saying, I want to coach you. Where's that gotten him?
Yeah.
How many championships have they won?
Yep. They got their number got retired.
Well, I got that. But if you look at the record of Deion in college, both both colleges. Did he have a winning record at either one of them?
Yeah, he did real well at Jackson State.
Yeah.
Well, he did well. He beat some teams, but I'm saying as far as did he play for a national championship?
No.
I mean,
I don't think HBCU has a national championship.
They got to a bowl game at Colorado. He turned that around. He's got talent. There's no doubt about that. He's got talent. But a lot of players got talent. And maybe he just, the bottom line, he wasn't prepared for the interviews. He was. You got it.
To me, this is the most glaring thing of the draft. It was not a elitist draft. It was not. I mean, you go and look at the drafts. It was more offensive linemen and defensive linemen and linebackers than specialty players and key position players.
They had good offensive linemen. Hey, listen, we got to take a break, Rob. You ruined the Alabama update.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
Then I reached my goal today.
All right, buddy. You got to go?
All
right, man. Have a good day.
I'm going to run.
God bless you, Rob. We love you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Alabama Update was coming up. We're going to back everything up some. I'm getting it in. Alabama Update brought to you by Stevenson Air Condition. Number one at what they do. Locals taking care of locals. Not even close. The guy is incredible. I absolutely love Beef O'Brady's and Lynn Haven. Pat Perno, city commissioners. Unbelievable. When we get back, we're going to have the Auburn Update brought to you by Beef O'Brady's and Lynn Haven. And I'm out that way. I need to go by and see somebody.
Need to go by and see Bruss and Everett and get your jewelry cleaned for
Beautiful
free.
People.
Have them check it, make sure it's all going to last you and be in one piece. And, of course, Mother's Day's just around the corner, and they're having a special they got their spring inventory in now. So all the stuff that you saw there before is probably changed, and they have a great selection of this new spring inventory at David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
I can't hear you. Somebody's doing something. I'm not going to say who.
Yeah, I'm misbehaving.
Oh, my God. We doctors, you can't live with them, you can't live without them. But I tell you what, I got two of the best. Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here in ESPN Northwest Florida. We told you females out there, check the skin. Skin cancer, breast cancer, two things you better be checking because it's rampant. It's out there. But if you have any problems, you go see Dr. Ward. 5 minutes can save your life. He's got offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. And if you want to have a great time, great happy hour, you got to go with Chad here. El Rodeo to call it. El Rodeo to kill a car on beer. Grill.
Lay off the sauce a little bit.
I just had one of them margaritas, pretty good.
Check his water bottle.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, have a great time. The best happy hour. Buy one, get one free. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The new app from ESPN Northwest Florida has up-to-the-minute sports news, interaction with local hosts in real time, easy download and no credit check, live streaming, real-time traffic and programming schedules.
Here's how to order.
Download our free app from the Apple Store and Google Play. Then, lock it in and rip the knob off. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 81 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 70. Tomorrow, a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny and a high around 81. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 79. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Discover Kia at Bill Bird Kia. The road is yours. Let spring adventures begin in a brand new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Stop by today and check out the 2025 SUV family. Take a test drive and see the all-new features that elevate any adventure. And now offering 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sportage. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust at Bill Bird Kia.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 financed in 60 months. Quantities limited. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 4/30/25.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Game to play. Eagle. Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. War Eagle, baby. Auburn. I got so much on Auburn. I want to be able to get it done today, and I got another caller. But you know what? It's all about the callers. It's not about Alabama, Auburn. Yeah, it is. But Michigan Eddie is on the phone. One of my favorites. He used to be the people's caller when he used to call. Good morning, sir, and congratulations. You gave away your beautiful daughter. Congratulations. How are you doing?
Global Churches. Hey, I got stuff going on, man, and I do call. And you're the one, taking these vacations to the Smokies and all that deal.
What was he
I wouldn't
smoking?
talk. You think
Lucky time, you always be. What?
I work more with my medical issues than you do, and you're healthy. So don't give me that crap.
You know what? I think y'all are right. I think it's time I turn it in. 'Cause I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather be up in the mountains than sitting here on this doing this.
It just means more to be in the mountains.
It does. I got to be honest. At my stage in my life, I got to go do things I got to do. And I ain't going to let nothing hold me back. I'm not. Hey, let me ask you something. I got to do something real quick. No, I got to get this in, and you can give your input, and then I'll let you talk. And we're talking about Jalen Milroe. He 92nd pick, third round, Seattle. 6'2", 6'2.5", 225 pounds. Got a cannon for arm. You just don't know where it's going to go. After the Georgia game, everybody says he's going to win the Heisman. He's going to be the first round pick in the draft. They were saying all kinds of things about the kid. He run a 4.340.
He's fast.
He beat Sanders, which was they said would be the first quarterback out, or him or Ward would be the first two quarterbacks out. And then Nick Saban always said, "Don't have a but." Let me tell you the difference between his interview with the coaches and the teams that he met with. He was having an interview, and I don't know if it was Seattle or which team it was, to be honest with you. But they asked him the question. He'd go in there, and he was a yes or no sir, very polite, humble. And they asked him, "Jalen, what do you feel like your weaknesses? What do you got to do to become better?" And he went on and on about his weaknesses. I mean, he broke it down, professionally ready, had it planned out what to say. Did a great job with that. And the coach said, "Jalen, do you think that's wise to tell us all these shortcomings you have?" He said, "No, sir. I think I should be honest. I think I know you know what you're doing. You evaluate tape. You watch film. You know exactly what my weaknesses are, and I think I have to be extremely honest with every one of you. I want you to know because I know. But I'll tell you this, I'm going to do everything in my powers to correct every one of these things."
That's character. Right
now,
there.
do you want to go draft a kid like that?
Yeah, I want a kid with character.
Do you want to draft a kid that sits there and argues with you about what you're doing? It acts like he's not even interested in what you do. Who are you going to hire? That's the difference right there.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, you want the kid with character, for sure.
So he's going to Seattle. Now, let me tell you another thing about Jalen. The head coach of Seattle came from the Baltimore, okay? Came from there. He saw firsthand what Lamar Jackson can do with his legs.
He came from Michigan, too, by the way.
Oh, great! That's awesome. So he knows what
he knows how to cheat.
He knows what this kid could do to NFL defenses if they can develop him, and they can have a package where all he does is run the ball. So he knows that what the upside is if it works out. He's got plenty of time to get him developed because I got a quarterback there that can play. So I think it's a great job by Seattle. Do I believe he'll develop into it? I don't know. I had question marks about Jalen Hurts. I never thought he would sit in the pocket and do what he did. So. Yeah. If he can do what Hurts did, you got another Super Bowl quarterback.
Exactly.
Hurts
has totally developed himself into a great NFL quarterback.
Michigan Eddie, tell us what you thought about the draft. All the talk about Deion's boy.
Talk about Quinn Ewers,
He's a good kid. I think he's a good kid. I think he did and acted the way he was raised. I don't think he was prepared the proper way for an NFL interview. And I thought they were above all that, and they found out in the NFL it's all about winning and losing. They don't care who you are, where you're from, or anything. And they don't care about anybody bad-mouthing NFL coaches or whatever. They own a day of the week. They usually know what they're doing. It doesn't. Look at Brady, though. He went, 6th, 7th round or later, and he's the best, one of the best to ever play.
Yeah.
What did you think about what all happened with Sanders?
Well, it's sad. It was kind of like when you get invited on the day one of the draft, you sit in the green room, all day. First day you don't get picked. You keep sliding down, and it's all about his name. He gets a lot of pub. I think he should have gone higher than what he did. But obviously the NFL teams know something we don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I only saw bits and pieces of the draft. I was kind of busy with my daughter's wedding this weekend, Coach. So that took priority over the draft. So, but I know. Michigan did awesome. Michigan did awesome with Lovely going, Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant going to the Finns. I mean, I was kind of surprised Will Johnson slid to the second round to the Cardinals. I was kind of surprised by that, but we had a lot of picks. And talking about Jalen Milroe is class act because when Michigan played Washington Natty, the kids met Jalen Milroe because he's from Katy, Texas.
Yeah.
So he did some promo appearances and all nothing but a class act young man. And I really hope he does well because I got a dual signed autograph card of him from the Rose Bowl with J.J. McCarthy and Jalen Milroe signed on it.
Wow.
So hopefully he does good because that card's going to be worth some good ducats if they both pan out. And also, you say you know football. You don't know football. You want to know why? You want to know why? The HBCU does have a pseudo-national championship. It's called the Celebration Bowl between the MEAC and the SWAC. And when Deion played as head coach of Jackson State, he got his butt handed to him.
I'm not talking to you.
Why do I listen to this show? You don't know football.
I'm not talking to you.
Give it to him, Eddie.
I'm not talking
I'm
to
just
you.
telling you. Yeah, I mean, that's why I got to keep it. I'm the people's caller. Sorry, Jackson State, Jeff, but hey, when Deion was there, Jackson State got their butts handed to them. I think it was by North Carolina AT&T or...
you handled it.
I forgot who it was.
I think he's mad at you, Eddie. Just a little
That's
bit.
Right. He ticks me off all the... Hey, I still voted for you for the big thing.
I'm not even talking about that.
And I voted for Doc Mitchell. And by the way, little Eddie's going to see you today, Doc, to clear him because he starts spring football today.
Awesome.
And hopefully he starts throwing again.
What state produced the most NFL draft picks this year?
I'm talking to Doc Mitchell, man.
What state?
I'm talking to Doc.
What state was it, Chad?
Alabama.
The most draft picks, what state? Will you say Alabama?
I'll say Alabama.
That's pretty good. Wildcat, what do you think? What state?
California.
Texas.
Well, Michigan, who
What
you
was the
got?
question?
Most draft picks. What state? You know football. Come on, what state?
Texas.
Well, it's going to be either... It's going to be probably Florida, Michigan, Ohio, or Alabama.
Michigan. Number one state producing NFL draft picks. For Florida, the state of Florida, 311.
And I said Florida first, so that was my first guess. Thank you.
Number two, Patrick had it right. The great state of Texas, 289.
That was me.
Oh, number 3, California, 230 players.
Say California.
But number
should be up
4,
there.
which I still think is one of the best jobs in all of college football,
Louisiana.
is Georgia.
Nope.
217.
Wow.
217. The population's got so much greater there now in Georgia. Ohio, you talking about football? This is a football state now. The Big Ten, this is Big Ten football. The Ohio State national champ, Buckeyes, 105. 108.
Two lost national champ, and who beat them?
Number
Who beat
6. Number 6, you mentioned them. Small
Louisiana.
state. Louisiana, 103. Number 7, I didn't know this. Number 7 in the South, but you wouldn't think of it. Who do you think it is? They're more basketball.
In Kentucky.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah.
North Carolina, 96. And Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, they had 81. And at number 9, War Eagle, Roll Tide, Alabama. 90 players. From a little tiny state, 90 players. That tells you how big football is. Michigan's nowhere to be found. Take that, Jack. All right, let's be right back. You listen to 104.8. Patrick, tell us about how to get up with you.
You can look us up on Turf Pro PC. Call us on our local number, 850-890-5820. Right now we're seeing a lot of influx and getting calls on bugs coming in houses. With all this dry weather, they're looking for water. If you're out there, make sure you water in your grass. We get a lot of calls where it's turning brown.
They came in
they
this
just don't
radio
water.
station, Coach Wednesday, and they were crawling in and out of my audio board. Patrick came in.
Patrick.
Poof, gone. No problem.
He can poop. I'm telling you, the guy's incredible. The guy is incredible.
Poof, can he?
Hey.
Turf Pro Pest Control, number 1. That truck is throughout Bay Point. We use them. Our yard looks absolutely beautiful. Michigan Eddie. He hang up?
I'm here.
Oh, heck. Never mind. I thought you were all right. I got any time? Anything else? Got to go?
No, you got to go.
J. Michael's Restaurant, the legendary J. Michael's. Go check it out. The best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's. We get back, we'll ask Michigan Eddie about his beautiful daughter. He gave her away. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN. She married a Buckeye. Great job. Be right back.
The ESPN Northwest Florida Big Bracket Challenge.
Hi, this is Dave Meat from Panama City Beach, and I just won $250 from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida playing the Big Bracket Challenge. Thank you so much to Pepsi, Panama City, Toyota, UCB Hobby for making this happen. It was a lot of fun playing against other listeners and staff. Can't wait for next year. And go Ducks!
It's ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Here at Tracy's Fine Jewelry, we're here to help you celebrate life's precious moments. From engagements, Mother's Day and birthdays, to anniversaries, Father's Day, and graduation. Tracy's Fine Jewelry is with you every step of the way with the perfect gift to celebrate any occasion. Celebrating every I do, Happy Mother's Day, anniversary, graduation, and Father's Day, because every occasion is perfect with a little bit of sparkle. Tracy's Fine Jewelry, putting a sparkle on Bay County for over 50 years.
Discover Kia at Bill Bird Kia. The road is yours. Let spring adventures begin in a brand new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Stop by today and check out the 2025 SUV family. Take a test drive and see the all-new features that elevate any adventure. And now offering 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sportage. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKia, PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust at Bill Bird Kia.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sportage. $17.48 per month per 1,000 financed in 60 months. Qualities limited. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 4/30/25.
Welcome to It's the Coach James Hale Show.
But I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, yeah. Great job, Wildcat. We're back live. J. Michael's Restaurant. J. Michael Studios, 104.3 ESPN, the home of the Atlanta Braves. Right here, we got college baseball. Right now, we're going to start focusing on. Cannot wait. Getting closer to that trip to Hoover, and I'll be gone a week for that also. Might not even come back. And now we bring in Patrick, Dr. Chad Mitchell, and Wildcat himself. Thank you for listening today.
Eddie's still here.
I'm getting ready to mention him. Just give me a second. You give me a second, okay? Dang. You take over. I'm going home. I'm tired of abuse. If you could, please help out the Mosley cheerleaders. We helped out the baseball team. Now we're asking you to help out the cheer. And I'm going to tell you what. I guarantee you're going to try. I guarantee this is a bargain that you will not believe. The average ticket right now to get in is $800. Patrick, take over.
All right, so we decided to do a fundraiser for the Mosley cheerleaders. I picked the Florida State-Alabama game. So anybody looking to go to the Florida State-Alabama game, you can go onto our website at Turf Pro PC. Up in the right-hand corner, there is a football. That's where you will register for the giveaway. It's a raffle. It's $25 donation for the tickets, and it's going to include 2 tickets to the Florida State-Alabama game on August 30th in Doak Campbell Stadium. You're going to get 2 tickets to the game, and we got a local fuel delivery service that's going to be giving away up to 20 gallons of gas to come by your house and fill you up, so you'll have a full way to get there and back, and 2 tickets to the game.
Tell us again what website.
It's turfpropc.com. All the proceeds go straight to the Mosley cheerleaders.
That is unbelievable.
That's a unique and very
unbelievable,
very creative idea.
Oh,
and what? How much do tickets cost?
So each ticket is $25 per chance.
Wow.
One chance gets you a chance at 2 tickets.
It's worth it.
Now, here's what we're going to do. On August 18th, which is just a little under 2 weeks before the game, we're going to announce the winner right here on ESPN Radio during the Coach Hale Show.
There you go. And if I win it, too bad.
Winner, chicken dinner.
That's incredible, man.
If you win it, you're dressing up in all Florida State stuff.
I'll do that. I did last. I went to LSU Florida State game. I sat right there in New Orleans, had a great time. But let me ask you, if I do go to the game, honestly, should I wear my Alabama stuff or just go neutral?
Wear whatever you want, honestly.
You think we'll get beat up over there?
No.
Yeah. When I went to the Alabama game in Atlanta, remember that they built up the game of the century, number 1 versus number 4. It was in Atlanta, the first game ever played. I set up in the FSU section and I had my Alabama stuff, and everybody was great. No problems.
No.
Might be different in Tallahassee.
Hey, opening night, both teams have been kind of hush-hush this year on what to expect on the field. And then you also have the new renovation of Doak Campbell, so it's a reduced seating capacity.
Yeah, and this what you do is a bargain, man. If you win this thing, you've knocked the jackpot. They're $800 to get in, and they could go up, they could go lower. We don't know, but I tell you what, $25, and you're going to fill the car up.
Yeah, the price of gasoline's going to be about $800 probably before.
No, don't say that.
Summer
we got it going down the right way now.
We got the summer
we're going to be
blend
creating a flyer with a I've got a QR code and stuff, but the easiest way currently right now, and it's fully active, is just going to our website at Turf Pro PC, click on the upper right-hand button, you'll see the football, and it'll take you to the prompts. Just follow it through. It goes in, it registers you, and then August 18th, we'll find out who the winner is.
Michigan Eddie, you there?
Yeah, by the way, it was North Carolina Central that beat Jackson State in the 2023 Celebration Bowl. Not 18.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Everybody wanted to know that. Hey, let me ask you this. What about this bargain he's giving right here? That's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, helping Mosley cheerleaders out and all that, so it's a good deal.
Yeah.
So go out there and do it.
I know you're going to know the answer to this. I really believe he knows football. I think he'll get it right. Most seasons played in the NFL, who is it?
Most seasons played?
In the NFL. How many years?
By a player?
I don't understand.
If you don't know this one, then you don't know football.
20, Brett Favre.
Who is it? No, come on. The guy was an unbelievable player. Come on, Michigan Eddie.
He must have been.
Don't look it up on your phone.
No, I'm not.
You're disqualified.
I'd have to say Brady. He played a long time.
Great pick. Great pick.
He played a long time.
Great pick. Tom Brady, 23 years, the GOAT.
Thank you. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was number 4.
Get him, Eddie.
He finished number 4. Who's number 1?
Was it a field goal kicker?
He played multiple positions. He played for the great Paul Bear Bryant in college. Who was the player?
Jesus?
Who?
It's not Dwight Stevenson.
Who? What?
Dwight Stevenson, maybe. Could be.
Chad, do you know? George Blanda.
Oh.
George Blanda. Played for the Raiders. Yeah. Played at Kentucky. I think it was Kentucky. Played Coach Bryant at Kentucky. Quarterback, was a really good quarterback, but he kicked field goals. Patrick, you had it. You just get the name right. So, anyway, if you knew football, you would definitely know that. But you did make a good selection with Tom Brady at number 4. That guy was unbelievable. Quarterback the last 23 years in the NFL is incredible. All right. What is the worst football team in the history?
Of the Super Bowl?
No, college football
Buffalo
team.
Bills.
College football team. What is the worst football team? There's 2 of them.
It was Prairie View A&M. They had like the longest losing streak ever. Out of the SWAC.
But as a big team, big name team in a real conference, and when I say real conference, I'm talking
probably Northwestern or Vanderbilt. They were
from
really
the
bad for a long time.
SEC or the Big Ten. Northwestern lost 34 games in a row. 34 games in a row. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Vanderbilt.
We're talking about Big Ten worst programs. We're not talking about SEC. All right, let's jump into it. Michigan Eddie gave us some false information, giving Michigan credit where credit was not due in the draft. Michigan they did a pretty good job having players drafted. How many they have drafted, Michigan Eddie?
I know they had 3 on day 1.
They had 7 total, but nobody had like the kings of college football, the Buckeyes. 14 players were drafted.
Yeah, but you want to know how many players were drafted from our national championship team over the last 2 years?
No.
20.
We don't want to know.
20.
We don't want to know. All right.
20.
Ohio State had 14.
Undefeated
Out of the Big Ten, Oregon was next. They had 10. Oregon, not Michigan. Michigan had 7. They are the giant killers of college football. They beat Alabama 2 straight times within the same year. They beat the national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. They are truly the giant killers.
So Eddie and I were talking about this. Hold on. Eddie and I were talking about this on the way back from Pensacola Beach yesterday. I don't know. Cleveland Browns are a joke. They draft Gabriel and Shadur Sanders. Why would they do that?
Maryland came in 6th in the Big Ten. Penn State came in 5th with 5 players. UCLA had 5 players. Iowa had 5 players drafted. USC, this is what surprises to me. USC only had 3 players drafted. We're talking about USC, a true blue blood. What is going on out there?
It's their coach.
I think you've always said that.
I've always said that. And I don't dislike the man personally. I just think he's not as good a coach as everybody's made him out to be.
I think you're right.
Not both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
he's good at offense.
He's excellent at offense.
And I think when he was at Oklahoma and he had Stoops sitting over there in his corner.
You want him on offense. Absolutely.
He's a guy that literally has to do what some of these coaches have. They have to get rid of the reins. If he just focused just on the offensive side and then hiring a great defensive coordinator. A good defensive coordinator, not even a great one.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a great defensive coordinator if you are that gifted. It's similar with Lane Kiffin. When Lane Kiffin really started doing well in college as a coach, he brought in defensive coordinators that were good.
Well, I mean, defense wins championships. I mean, look at Ohio State's defense.
He got Cristobal from Alabama. Rutgers had 3 players drafted. This is all Big Ten. Nebraska only 2. That tells you where their new coach is going to do a good job. They'll get good players. Indiana had 2. Wisconsin had 2. Michigan State, that shocks me, only 1. Illinois 1, Washington 1. Now, let's look at the top teams in the country. Again, the Buckeyes. What's amazing, we always tell you guys out there, conferences are different. That's the reason I don't want the conference champs all get automatic bids. I want the top-ranked teams to get it. SEC, Big Ten, unbelievable. SEC is incredible. 79, a record. Let me say it again. A record, the SEC. 79 players picked, a record. That was held 2006. It was by ACC. I was pretty impressed with that. SEC Big Ten, they dominated. Ohio State killed it. 26. Listen to this, Chad. 26 of the first 32 players picked all came from the two most powerful conferences in college football, the Big Ten and the SEC. 26 of the top 32 players in those two conferences. Conferences are not created equally. 150 out of 257 players selected in 2025, they came from the SEC or the Big Ten. 150 out of 257. Unbelievable. Ohio State had 14 players. Georgia holds the record with 15 players taken back in 2022. I thought Michigan had 15 also. Is that true?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. Texas had 12, the most since 1987, so Stark's got that thing going the right direction. Georgia Bulldogs had 13 players selected. Man, that's an NFL factory. And they know how to interview for the NFL draft picks. They know how to interview with coaches. They know how to interview with a job. Of course, Colorado struggled with that one particular player. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and finish up today with Michigan Eddie, Dr. Chad Mitchell, the legendary, and Patrick Turpro Pest Control. Let's talk about some of our great people. Before Braves in Lynn Haven, Patrick, we love you. Get out to Before Braves Lynn Haven, have a great time. David Adamson, Rust, Amber, love you guys. Dr. Ward, El Rodeo, J. Michael's Restaurant, Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Newbies, and Chad Mitchell. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 81 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 70. Tomorrow, a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny and a high around 81. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 79. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting is a fifth-generation contracting company based right here out of Bay County. TK Vandy's expertise in commercial and residential roofing, as well as a design-build general contractor, set them aside as a versatile and fresh alternative to achieve your construction needs. Contact TK Vandy Roofing, 850-866-9908, or email support@tkvandy.com. They can't wait to help you.
Want to experience the ultimate car wash? At Tommy's Express, you'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading, flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Try us for free. Text WASH 415 to 86697 to send our best wash, The Works, directly to your phone. You'll love the sudsy clean, ceramic wax, underbody flush, spot-free rinse, and tire gloss. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today. Offer valid to new guests only. By participating, you consent to receive promotional and information text from Tommy's Express. Message and data rates may apply. Message frequency varies.
Hi, this is Ryan Mulvey. Join me weekdays starting at 11 for the Inside Drive. The latest sports stories, the biggest reactions, and even sports betting right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Oregon had 10 players drafted. And the SEC, this is going to surprise Dr. Chad Mitchell, and it surprised me. Lane Kiffin, you like talking about hiring great coaches? He knows what he's doing, man. They had a good ball club. He had eight of his players drafted more than Alabama. Alabama had 7, Miami had 7, LSU had 7, the Florida Gators had 7, Notre Dame had 6, South Carolina 5, Tennessee Volunteers had 4, Texas A&M 3, War Eagle, Auburn had 3 players drafted, Missouri 3, Kentucky 2, Oklahoma, surprisingly, only 2. Well, they weren't very good. There you go. 2 players, Arkansas 2, Vandy 1. let's look back at the NFL draft. And going back to Sanders, again, he's got a perfect opportunity. He's upset, but this is great for him. He can show everybody they were wrong. He's got a chip on his shoulder. Hopefully he turns his negative to positive. Setback to comeback. The guy can play, so I hope he does really well. Maybe he learns something through this whole process. You would hope he would have.
Some of the NFL players are saying he's just not that good.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of thought that watched him during the year.
Yeah, and they're saying that the NFL, just like you were saying earlier on the show, and I'm reading several articles online, a lot of the NFL players are saying he's just not that good. Has he got talent? Yes. If a team really thought that he could help them,
they'd sign him.
They would draft him in the first round. And he goes, this is why he fell. There's a lot of teams looking at him and going, he's not going to help us. And so that's why he fell, down several rounds.
The mistake was giving him all that hype to begin with. They should have let him grow into the hype, and then he'd be getting twice as much right now.
Good job.
He brought it on himself too, though, with his bling, his NIL stuff, and all that. I mean, it takes after a lot of his dad. With the bling, the prime, all that. The brand. But guess what? Hey, I'll tell you, the Lions. If they're not picking Bama players, they're picking Nugget players, man. Or SEC, they got an Arkansas wide receiver, and they got 2 UGA players, man. And then they got a Boise State dude who actually proposed to his girlfriend after that. He said he would die on the field for Coach MCDC Dan Campbell. Detroit, baby.
Hey, but whoa. Did the Lions win the Super Bowl? I thought the Eagles won this. Go look at the Eagles roster.
Hey,
go look at the Eagles roster.
Hey, did the Steelers
Roll Tide.
Hey, did the Steelers win the Super Bowl, Coach? I don't think so. Thank you.
That was a low blow.
Go back to Quinn Ewers for a minute. I mean, you've got quarterbacks coming out of college and going pro early, and you look at someone like Carson Beck who goes to Miami, cashes
player in college
and
football.
he knew he wasn't going to be drafted in the first round, right? And even though, Carson Beck's got his own issues,
he was injured.
Obviously.
He's injured.
Right.
He got trolled by Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, but so he goes to Miami and he's making more than Quinn Ewers is, drafted 7th.
Smartest
in the
player
draft.
in college football. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
I mean, he's if money's the object, then Carson Beck made
if you're
a great
smart
decision.
player, but I'm going to ask both. Michigan Eddie, I'll ask you third, but I want to ask both of you something. Smart players. If you had a son, a grandson, whatever, and he was an unbelievable player, and he had a good student, I would send him to Georgia in a heartbeat because, like Michigan Eddie's pointed out, they're getting ready. No, not now. They're getting recruited by everybody. I would send my son right now to play for Kirby Smart. I just say, Kirby, don't give me keys to the car.
I love Kirby. You know I do.
He developed players, man. He gets you ready for the NFL.
I think you're giving up on DeBoer. I think DeBoer's going to develop some players,
I'm going
too.
Kirby Smart.
I think DeBoer's
Let's
a
see
good
what he
coach.
says
He's
by the end of the year.
Go dog.
DeBoer's
You going to Alabama?
We're
talking to Mitchell. You going to go to Alabama?
I'd send
Where are
him
you going to
to
send
Alabama.
your son?
I'd also tell him play 4 years and get all the money you can out of college.
Georgia's a good place. A little bit too much criminal activity right now.
That's what I
true.
say.
For me.
That's true.
So that's
I'm
my
from
only
Georgia,
downfall
too.
on Georgia.
I got it.
Man.
I get you. But where would you go if you had an elite
It's not
quarterback?
Kirby's fault. They're grown men.
I know, but they're known as a party school.
if
You
you're going
got
to
a lot of
elite quarterback,
distractions up there.
I would actually go to an offense that is suited for the quarterback.
What's
not a
good?
running.
Give me a name.
Well, I'd have to research it, honestly.
Hey, Lane Kiffin wouldn't be a
Lane
I'm telling you right now. You're right. I'm telling you right now. Lane Kiffin.
Hey, Dart got drafted pretty high.
Yeah, look
There you
where he
go.
went.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin would not be bad to go do someplace
No,
quarterback.
He knows how to develop
Michigan Eddie,
quarterbacks.
where would you send your son? And you've got one. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
you might have this
He's
as
got-
choice.
yeah,
A couple
yeah.
of years down the road, he
He's
might
gonna
make
send
this
him to
decision.
Michigan.
Yeah, you can. If that's true, that's fine with
send him
that.
to
If you
Oregon.
love Michigan, send him there.
I'll tell you the goal for Eddie is to try to find a school, hopefully, that he can play quarterback and be a PO. That's like kind of, like Jameis Winston and Bryce Plumlee or something like that. But Michigan, UNC, Ole Miss.
Yeah, good pick.
Ole Miss,
Yeah.
and I like Kirby Smart. And then since Ross, congratulations, Ross and Eris, on getting married on Saturday. Just congratulations on now they're heading to the honeymoon right now. But we married into a Clemson family, so we got a lot of connections with the Clemson AD department now through Ross and his family. So and Eric Backage is a great baseball skipper, and I love Dabo. He's a great Christian man. So Clemson. And we also know Frank, Coach Beamer, when Eddie went to camp in Columbus, USC, Cockaboos.
Hey, real quick, I got some breaking news.
Yeah.
Got to give a big shout out to Big Fish Tristan. Yesterday catches his personal best, 7.08 pounds.
Are you kidding, bass?
Yes.
Wow. Hey, great job, man. That's awesome.
Stud fish.
That's a fighter, too. 7 pounds, they'll fight you. That's how long it takes.
Did you hear about the fishing thing in Alabama? Someone died or something in the tournament. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
Up by Birmingham or something? They had a big tournament. Something
that was an
happened up there?
MLF event. There was a striper fisherman fishing on a known point for striper that's got a very narrow area. It's not the striper fisherman's fault. It's a combination. He knew he could hear the boat coming. He was about to move, and the angler, I'm not going to say his name, I know who it was, with the MLF. Don't know if there was fog involved or something, but he just kind of ran up on the boat. But there was another accident at another tournament in North Carolina the same day.
You got to be careful. I had my duck decoys run through one year in Lake Wimico hunting ducks and bass tournament. Guys ran right through
I
my
want to go to
decoys.
Lake Eufaula one time and go fishing up there. You know, I'm not going to catch something. That's my luck. But Lake Eufaula is beautiful.
Go through the jetties. Go through the jetties sometimes. 3 minutes.
All right, I want to ask you guys a question. We're talking about knowing football. Most overall draft picks in the history of the draft. Number one pick, overall pick. Most number one overall picked. Who is it? What school?
USC or Texas.
Would you say Texas?
USC is who I'd go with.
USC, number one. 6 players first round.
Yep.
O.J. Simpson, he's sharp.
You think about all the players that have come out of USC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's number 2?
I'm going to guess Notre Dame.
Great pick. They're tied with 2 other teams, though. Who are the 2 other teams in Michigan, Eddie?
Texas.
Michigan, Eddie, who are the other 2 teams?
It's not Michigan, I don't think. They haven't had a number one pick in a while.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
No, I want you to answer by yourself, not help you. Everybody's helping you. Who are they? You know football.
Wait.
Who are they?
Everybody's helping you with this show.
Don't tell me. People outside the courthouse are laughing at me right now because I'm outside waiting to go and drop off.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame and Texas.
All right, you said Notre Dame, Oklahoma. Who's the third one?
Texas, I said, man.
I'm asking Patrick now.
I thought you were asking me.
Number one overall?
You're an Alzheimer's coach.
Who'd you say?
I'm going to go Ohio State.
Gotta have a brain
Ohio
to get
State.
old.
Who you got?
Well, I said Texas earlier.
Who you got, Wildcat?
I give up.
All right.
How's that?
They're out of the
Kentucky,
SEC.
I know that.
They're out of the SEC. It's not Texas. Out of the SEC. Notre Dame's had 5 players, first-round draft pick. Oklahoma is second. Tied with them with 5.
Alabama.
Who'd you say?
Alabama.
Who else? Out of the SEC. Not
I'm going to
Alabama.
say LSU.
Anybody else?
Wow.
Really?
Tennessee?
Let me say that.
Tennessee?
Let me say this. I just got through saying I'd have my kid go play for him in a heartbeat.
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
Georgia. 5.
Wow.
Now, this is at third place with 4 players overall selections. There's 2 schools. 2 schools only. One's from the SEC, and one used to be, now he's in the ACC. They used to be in the Pac-12. What school out of the SEC is at number 3rd place? They've had, and I think 3 of them won the Heisman. No, I take that back. 2 of them won the Heisman.
Alabama?
Who do you think? Auburn Tigers.
Wow.
4 players first round selection for overall first round picks. Stanford was a tie with them at 3rd. All right, real quick, tell us how to get Pat to.
Look us up on our website, turfpropc.com. You can also register for the giveaway at turfpropc.com.
Real quick,
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344 or look me up at chadmitchellmd.com.
We'll be right here tomorrow, Michigan Eddie, myself, and Wildcat, 104.3 ESPN Northwest.
The Atlanta Braves are back.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
And ESPN Northwest Florida is your exclusive radio home for Braves country.
He just wrecked that thing. Straightaway center, a homer for Riley.
Sales, Strider, Acuna, Ozzie, Riley, Profar, and Coach Snitker lead a stellar lineup. Listen live nights and weekends on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 81 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 70. Tomorrow, a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny and a high around 81. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 79. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Ellis Agency Insurance has been serving Panama City and Bay County for years. They offer a full line of affordable insurance coverage of all types. Many people are